She's been rationing her insulin again. This time she could have died.
The doctor told Max that the hospital had another case. Her name was Alma Pearson, a type 1 diabetic. This morning, she had developed full-blown ketoacidosis, and this was her third episode this year. Max wanted to talk to Alma, but she immediately refused.
What's there to say? When I was first diagnosed, insulin cost $21 a vial. Now it's $250. I'm a substitute teacher and I can't afford it. Can't afford to live. How can you help with that?
The doctor then reminded him that Alma was the 8th diabetic patient this week. Someone was trying to make insulin in their garage. Max learned that the hospital was supplied by Placentia Pharmaceuticals and came up with a bold plan to terminate the contract with the current insulin supplier and produce insulin himself. Max quickly began taking action. At this point, Chairman Bradley approached Max with a skeptical attitude, asking if Max had terminated the contract with Placentia Pharmaceuticals. Max told Chairman Bradley he would not buy drugs from extortionists. These companies use patents as an excuse to compete with each other and raise prices. Ordinary people simply cannot afford them. Chairman Bradley believed that Max alone did not have the power to ensure that the entire city of New York could use the insulin he produced. Furthermore, insulin was a patented product, and there was a high risk of legal trouble. Max said he actually wanted to negotiate to lower prices for those in need. However, Chairman Bradley had her reservations and did not agree to Max's plan. But as a doctor who truly cares about patients, Max clearly would not give up so easily. He then held a press conference on his own. He described to the journalists an article written by a senior insulin researcher, stating that patients in Canada could obtain the same medication at 1/5 the price, but this was prohibited in New York hospitals. Max said that hospitals cannot purchase medications from Italy, but individuals can purchase large quantities of insulin. Back and forth until Placentia Pharmaceuticals realizes that their profits are not worth risking the lives of thousands of people. Chairman Bradley thought Max's behavior was crazy. If individuals purchase large quantities of medications from Italy, the trucks arriving at the border would cause an international incident and riots. Max did this so that Placentia Pharmaceuticals would notice that millions of lives were at stake, but the reality was disappointing. Placentia Pharmaceuticals remained unmoved. The drugs shipped from Italy were also seized by customs. When Alma was feeling lost, Max told her that we hadn't won, but we hadn't lost either. As long as we didn't embarrass Placentia Pharmaceuticals anymore. They agreed to administer insulin to Alma 6 times a month, and it would be free for life. Although Max didn't secure benefits for others, this action alone proved that Max was a good doctor.